So, yesterday, the last reading that I gave, in that reading, I was talking about how the collective really saved their own life whenever they made the decision to separate from everyone and everything that they'd ever known. And I myself, I have lived that exact experience. I also made that same decision. You know, I was asleep for a very, very long time. I did not understand the situation that I was really in. I did not really know the people that I was surrounded with like I thought that I did. You know, it almost felt like overnight God woke me up. He opened my eyes. He ripped off the veil. And once I could see everything clearly, that is when I made the decision, I got to split, right? I said deuces, and I didn't look back. I just think it's interesting that these people, for most of us, we were dealing with energy vampires collective. They are real. You know, that's not some sci-fi term or something that's made up. Energy vampires, they are very, very real. And by removing ourselves away from those energy vampires, it's like we took our divine protection with us. You know, they were using our energy to hide who they really are. But again, the moment we separated, it's like we obliterated that illusion. And again, I said all of this basically in a reading that I did yesterday. And whenever I went to sleep last night, I had an interesting dream. I had a dream that let me know I am right on the money. 100%. I was surrounded by energy vampires who were sucking the life force out of me. This dream that I had last night, it was about the people from my past. My grandmother, my Nana was in the dream, and several of my old best friends, they were in the dream. My sister was in the dream. And this entire dream, it consisted of me working somewhere. I don't know where I was working, but I was calling all of these people in my dream and asking them for a ride home. You know, I would call my Nana and she says, "Oh no, I can't come get you." And then I would call some of my old best friends. "Oh no, they can't do it." I called my sister. "Oh no, she can't do it." So it was like in this dream, I had a sense of like mild panic, you know, like, how am I going to get home? What am I going to do? And that was the entire point of the dream. Once you separate from these energy vampires, it's like they go into starvation mode. They are so desperate to get your energy back, to wrap themselves up in it so that they can get away with fooling the world. You know, it's like that divine energy was their invisibility cloak. You know, they used it to literally hide their wickedness. But my point of this is, once you physically remove yourself, then they will come at you in the dream state. So if you have any dreams about people that you don't talk to anymore, people that you moved away from, if you have any dreams of them where they are attempting to elicit emotions from you, just like the dream that I described, that's how you know. That's how you know that, yes, you were dealing with energy vampires. And it's like they are starving again. They are starving for your sweet, succulent, pure, divine energy. They want it so badly that they really will attempt to take it from you while you are asleep and dreaming. I know it sounds crazy, but I promise you, it's true.